Yeah. Okay, I think you can see the code clearly. Okay, so we'll go down here, create new section. We want to create a section that we can show our projects in it. Okay, so I'll add a class name called projects. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. We'll create a division, give it a class name, or actually we can take this division here. We have headings in all our sections, so we'll take this section here, the heading section, division, copy and paste. Okay, let's make it only heading from now. I'll name it latest projects. Now I'll say I'm currently working on some UX UI designs for now, yeah. Okay, so we created a heading and a paragraph. If you want to see, where is it? Yeah, here. Okay, so under here we created a heading H2. Okay, and the paragraph simply a description for what you will show here in this section. Okay, now let's continue. Now we will go under the heading and make a division for the content of our project section. So we'll give it a class name just like the other divisions. This I will show you here. We have here class content. So we'll actually take the same class name here and put it in the projects here. So in our projects, we have a division called heading, and we have a second division called content. This division that's called content will include all our projects that we list here. So simply our projects will include just images. Okay. So let's create together division. Give it a class name called workbox. Each workbox will have a project with its details. Okay, so simply I can go inside our workbox and include an image. Okay. So okay, guys, I think I downloaded the images. Yes, I downloaded images. So I'll be with slash. Choose the image that you want from your folder. Okay, I'll go here and choose project 1. So basically I just downloaded the images before. So you guys put any images that you want, or if you want the images that I'm using, I can send it to you, no problem. Okay, so but just keep focus here before we do anything. We did now a division called workbox that inside an image for our project and each detail you want inside. Okay, so we will simply take a copy of this and repeat it like 4 times. Okay, so now I have 4 projects. I'll simply choose my project again, second project, third project, and fourth project. So now I have project 2, project 3, project 4, and project 1. Okay, no problem. Okay, let me save. You'll see it here that my projects is here. Okay. So now let's style them because they don't look good now. So let's simply go to the CSS file that we did last time. We stopped on the learnings section, which is this one. Okay. Okay, now let's go to continue. What I want to edit. Now we want to edit. We are here in the projects, right? Already we defined the formatting for heading class. As you can see here from the CSS sheet, you can go up and see that we created a heading before. Where's the heading? Yeah, this one here. So as you can see here, our heading is styled already just like every heading here, just like this one, taking the same formatting, the center of my page, and taking the full width, etc. Okay, color black. Okay, so now we, as we finished heading 1, let's edit our content. Okay, how we do that? Let's see together. Okay. So I'll take my class name, projects. Then I want to edit the content, so I will take copy of content, and as we did almost every session we learned how to reference by class name or by a tag. This is how to reference a tag by its name only. If it's a class name like this one or like this one, you have to put the period before it. Okay, and we discussed all that. So what I want in my content, okay, let's display everything in Flex so that it will be appearing like I wanted it, you'll see now, Flex, specify content, space between, and Flex wrap. So Flex wrap here will make everything here, as you can see, will make everything like if we maximize this one, you will see now each project takes a row by itself, not beside each other. So now we have to edit more about the projects to make them more easy to see. So now we finished our content. Let's now edit we finished content. Let's now edit every workbox we have. Okay. So how I do that? I'll simply take the same here. Okay, then .work box. Okay, so now we are editing what's inside our workbox. Okay. So what we want to do, we want to display it, for example, 2 projects per row. So I'll specify the width to be 50%. Okay. Okay, so now this taking 50%, this taking 50% of the row, this taking 50%, and also this taking 50%. Now let's make a padding so that they are separated. For example, 20 pixels. Guys, I just want to check if my voice is clear. Can you follow up with us? If you can see the code, just put in the chat, yes, everything is clear. Okay, yes, it's clear. Let me check the recording. Is it working? Yeah, okay, it's working. Okay, good. Okay, now we edited our workbox, this one. We can also edit each image by its own. So how we do that? Simply we will take the same directory we wrote here and workbox, what's inside workbox. Now we will edit the image. So I'll call it just by its name. And now we can modify each image by its own. So I will give it max width 100%. Sorry. Okay, now we finished our project. Let's now, so this is our projects field, which you can present your projects. Maybe we can show a button here that's take the user or the viewer to all your projects. So let's add that together. So how we do a button? We also previously, as you can see here, we created a class for button. Where can we find it? Here, this button here. As you can see, we defined its background color, its color, margins, padding, etc. So we will not do much. We will just create a button here after the workbox, and inside our projects after the content. So this is my content. Now after the content, I will do vision, and inside it a link. Okay, make the H reference now, and just right here, view more. So you'll see here, when I save, the button will appear, and we will not have to do any styling or anything. I saved for now. So this is the link. Okay. Now we want to do just add a class name and call it button that we created before. And you'll see now the button here is now like have a background gray and have the hovering effects that we did last time, if you remember. Okay, cool. So yeah. Okay, so I see in the chat clear. Layla saying you and Abdurrahman have the same voice. Are you relatives? That's a really good question. Okay, so I don't know about our voices is similar, but I know for sure he's my brother. So yeah, maybe that's why. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so you noticed. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. Okay, guys. I want to show you that you can add many class names to a single object. So this button here, as you can see, we created a class name called button and take the same format. If we now give this division, for example, a class name for the heading here, it will take the same formatting. As you can see now, when I save, the button now will be in the middle, in the center of my row, and taking the same formatting as this, but also not overriding the class button here. Because, okay, so this have the first priority, and this the second. So it will take the values from here, from the heading, as you can see here. Let's go to the heading. Okay, so the button here will take a width 100%. Okay, text align center, it will be in center of my page. It will have margin from bottom 30 pixels, and its color will be black. Okay, so now we will go to the button. You will see that it has the background, so it's taking from both, but the button is actually has the same the first priority. So if for example, if we have padding here and margin here, and if we have padding and margin in the heading, it will take what's in the button. Why? because we give the class name of button inside the tag, the link for itself, while the heading is just on its container. Okay, so this have the most priority. Okay, so I was just telling you that you can use many class names in single element. Okay, so now we officially finished our projects tag. Let's now create this our project section. Let's create a new section for the contacts. Okay, so I'll add section here. Okay, I'll name it with class name. Let's say contact. Okay, so now what will I do? What we want in our contact. Guys, we want, for example, we want to show our contact info. For example, my address, my email, my phone, and then I want to leave for them an option to leave me a message. So we'll provide a form box for who want to send an image. So I will show you now. So let's take it one by one. Okay, I want inside my contact, I want a heading. So I'll take the same class name that we did. Okay, save it, copy I mean. And put our heading here. Let's put our heading, for example, contact us. Now let's have a paragraph. Okay, simple paragraph. So you can reach me through email or by leaving a message down below. So now we will go after our heading. We will create also a division with class name content, this one here. Okay. So basically why we are sticking to similar class names, so that all of these take the same formatting. So as you can see here, the heading here is also a heading in my projects. So now when I save, for example, you will see now the heading is taking the same formatting as this heading, etc. That's why we use the same class names. So what we want in our content, we want a division, class name called content or contact info box. Make me info contact info. Okay. So what I want in my contact info, for example, in H3, a heading 3. Where can I display below it my contact info? So now that's our H3. So now what I want inside my content info as well, I want a header and I want my details. I'll put my details inside contact info box. So I'll just create another division so that I can edit them all together. Contact info box. Okay. Now I can see in the chat, maybe address, email, yeah, social media, yeah, okay. So we'll put address, email, and social media, maybe your phone, whatever you want, Pooja. Okay, 1 minute. طيب, okay guys. where we left. Okay, we created a heading, and now we are in the contact info box. Now, okay, Buj, I will display them like in the address. I will display it in a box where I can, for example, put an icon and the text, and we will create 3 more boxes for the font, the email, and social media, etc. Is there any special rule when we use div or section tag? Okay, so there's no special rule, but as you can see, now we have like the division here is a tag, okay? It's mainly used as a container. For example, like section here, it's good for containing more tags. We can see in another tags kind, which is like the B, the paragraph, etc. It's not good for containing like I mean other tags inside it. So I think this question, maybe I heard it a lot. So yeah, I will explain it, inshallah. I remember you. Okay, so let's now continue. Then I will explain. We have, in short, we have 2 kinds of tags. We have tags called in a display block format and inline format. We have block and inline. We saw it before, but I will further explain it, inshallah. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for your patience. I just want to finish the project, and at the end, if we have time, I will give you the slides, even if you can see it from home. So now we created. We said we want to make like 3 boxes, for example. So I'll put here a class called box. What's inside my box? I want to include, for example, an icon. Okay. Okay. And I want to have a text. Where can I put my address, etc. So we'll have 2 divisions inside my box, one for icon and one for text. Okay, what I want inside my text? I want, for example, to put my address, and I want to give my address. So I'll put it in a paragraph form. Okay, so my address, for example, anything, yeah. 22 Salman Road. Okay. حرك. Okay. Okay. You can see it here, my address. Here's my address. Now I will copy this box. Okay, like 3 more times. Okay, let's just make it 3 so that my code is not messed up. Okay, I will do one for my address, one for my email. As Boja said, maybe we'll just put our phone number here, okay? So my email, I'll put my email. Now, I'll put my phone number. I forgot my number. Let me make this bigger so you can see the structure. Okay, so now we said in the first part we want our code to be organized, and you have to pay attention where you put your divisions, you put everything, and this will come with practice. Okay, so let me revision with you. So we have content that includes our everything. We have now contact info, and let's have my contact info and info boxes for my address, my email, and my phone. Okay, let me save. Okay. Now everything is here. We will put everything we want, then we will style all them with one code. So no big deal, inshallah. Okay, so now what I want to do, let me create also the form box so that we got. Okay, so now I'll put my form box inside the content but outside my contact info, so that I want in a different place. So that's my contact info, all my boxes. Let me check. No, this one here. Yeah, this one here. So I'll go here and create our form. So I'll do it in a division just like the others. Form box. Okay, and we'll use inside the form tag. We can include the inputs and button. Okay, so now I want to include first a message or a title that says message me here. Okay, and I want two inputs, one for the name. So create placeholder, full name. I want also another one input. Okay, I'll make its type email for now. Okay, I put it on. Okay. Hey guys, if you have any term, any tag, or any type that you don't understand, let me know in the chat. So I expect you that you watched the last part, but I see new faces, so I'm open for questions, like what's form, what's doing, what's this type, what's the difference for this type, what's placeholder making, all these. I'm here. Email address. Okay, let me save. Okay, so now we created our header and two text fields, our header and two text fields. I want also include a text area. We will use the text area tag. Let me remove all this. Okay, that he can write message in. So maybe I will put a placeholder that clarify. I'll tell the user, put your message. Okay, and save. Now we'll see. Now we have a text area. Okay, here. Okay. Now let's leave it for now. We'll edit everything. And last thing I want inside the form, I want a button. So we'll use also the input tag, but now we'll use the type to be submit. So now it will be a button and make the value send. Okay, so the button will be here and have the message sent. Okay, so now we created everything we want, our contact info and our message box. So now I'll see if there is any question. So yeah, is there any special rule when we use the for section? I think we answered that. Okay, thank you. How to get those little icons from social media which has the links? Okay, so I recently saw a cool website. I'll go through the procedure how to get links, how to get the icons in an efficient way, and make them has the same editing as your text. So we'll go through that together. Okay, in just a minute. Okay, so now let's review. We did the form box now. We put a header to show the user to enter his message here, and our list of form. So now let's go to the CSS and style it more. Okay, everything now. Should I go to the CSS? Okay. Okay, now let's go to the CSS. Now here, we want to edit the contact section. Okay, so I'll take a copy and contacts. Okay, I want background to be this color black. Okay, so now our idea here, as you can see from the first part, we want every section, one section white, one section black, one section white, one section black, like this. Okay. Okay, so now let's make our stuff look, it's here right now, but since it's black, so it's not appearing. So I'll go to the contacts, and in the heading class name, I will add another class name called white. Save. You will see now my header shown in white color. Why is that? Because we did already, here in my learnings, we did a division with heading white, and we specified its styling in the CSS. So as you can see here, this heading takes the same formatting for heading white. I'll show you now. Yeah, we have here the heading, and down we'll see the heading white here. So basically, it's specifying the color for the header to be white, okay, so that it will appear in a black background. Yeah, okay. Okay, now let's edit my form box. So this form box here, let me minimize this. Okay, so now we have our content, okay, and we have our form box here. So let's edit our form box. Okay, so now what I want to do is just dot form box. Okay, I'll make it to take 60% of contact width. Okay, now let's edit everything inside our form. So I'll take the same thing, form box, and my form. But I want my form, I want to display everything in my form in clicks. Then I want the Felix direction, okay, to be in columns. So they are not beside each other, they are on top of each other, like this one here. Okay. Okay, now let's edit more about the inputs. Okay. How we have here a header. Okay, so let's make that white also. How we refer to this header here? It's this one right here. Okay, so it's h3. That's inside my form box. Okay, so h3 inside my form box. So how I write it? I'll take this as a copy and paste. Then put my tag name, which is h3. So now I will edit my h3 that's inside the form and form box. So now I want just to specify the color, for example. We make it white. Okay, so now it's here. Okay, let's add a little bit formatting. So we want its font size to be a little bigger, so 20 pixels. Make the font weight, for example, 500. And make a margin from bottom so that it will not stick to the inputs. So just put any margin, like 10 pixels, for example, maybe 20. Okay, let's make it 10 pixels. So now we have margin. Okay. Now we edit H3. Okay. Yeah. Okay, we have also here H3s. This is the H3 one, H3 and H3. So these can take the same formatting as you can see here. The phone here is in H3 format, email H3 format, address in H3 format. So we can actually give them the same editing. How we do that? Okay, they are inside content info. Okay, so we just put a comma, okay, and put the next, the second element we want to edit. So, for example, the content info contacts info and H3. So now we will take the same styling that we did here. So how to do the same styling in two elements? The H3 that's inside the content info and H3 that's inside the phone box. Just put a comma and the second element beside it. Okay, that's one way. Okay, now let's go back to my form. Let's finish it all, then we will do these things. So now, how I refer to the inputs. Where is my inputs? Let's go to the form box. Now these my inputs. The input that's inside form box. So I will take the same here, copy and paste. But now I want what's inside the form. It's my form. I want the inputs. So if I write just input, oh, sorry. Okay. So what does that mean? I will edit each input that's inside my form. So I will edit this input and this input and this input. Okay. So what we want to do? Okay. Let us make margin from the bottom, for example. Okay. Make padding so that it will not rise. 15 pixels. Okay. What else? I want the font size to be standard, just in case. I want the background to not be white. So there's also a value for background called transparent. This one here. You can set any color you want, really. You can set any color you want, red, anything, okay? But we have now the transparent value that will make it like have the same background as its parent, okay? As we say in Arabic, شفاف أو شفافية. Okay, so now I see some border now here and outlines, so I'll remove them. So basically write border and set it to none. I don't want any border, I don't want any outlines. Okay, save, you will see the border is gone. Let's make their background more clear to see. So I'll make the background color to be black, or let's make it more bright. 222. So now you can see the fields clearly. Yeah, Buja said we did one for learning, so we are using the same styling. Yeah, exactly, Buja. You will try in your projects to find a way that you use minimum classes. You will see in our sessions we include a lot of classes, and especially the first one. I just wanted to make you learn classes from the first one, first session, so that everything will be easy second. And I struggled with classes a lot, but you will see everything clear with practice, inshallah. So now, as you can see here, I'm writing inside my text field, but the color is black. So let's make the color white. Sorry, the color. Okay, so now when I'm writing, okay, everything is clear. Okay. The text field here is not formatted. Why? Because it's tag called text area. So we can easily make the text area have the same formatting as inputs. So we will do the same thing. We'll just put a comma. Okay. And where is my text area? It's in the same directory as input. So we'll take again phone box phone and put my text area, this one. Okay, so when I save, you'll see the text area now have the same editing as all. Now, I don't want the user to resize the text area. We can simply fix it by resize property and put inside to none. So everything you don't want, just put it to none. So basically the user can't, where here? They can't edit the size no more. Okay, guys. Okay. Now I want my text area to be a little bigger. Okay. So I want to edit it individually. So how I'll do that? I'll just take its name and edit it by its own. I just will make it bigger. Okay. So maybe the height. Okay, like 200 pixels and save. You'll see now my text area is now bigger, that you can enter your message and everything good. Okay. Okay, cool. What else? Did we finish the form? Not yet. We want to edit more the bottom so that it's clickable. And we want to, let me try. Okay, so I'll take this one here that we edit text area and inputs together. Okay, so now I'll just add here placeholder. Yeah, okay, so you are editing here on the placeholder inside each one. Okay, another color would be maybe 9. Okay, we are more bright. As you can see, when you increase the value, for example, CCC, you will see the color here keep nearing to white. And if you decrease the size, for example, 444, you'll see the difference, right? So we want them more brighter. So I'll set them to maybe like this one. No problem. Anything you want. You can also choose your color from here. Now let's edit our button right here. Okay. So now where's my button? So it's this one. Okay, it's taking the same editing as my inputs. It's taking the same width, same background, etc. But how to edit the button individually by using its type. So I want to edit the button that has the type submit. How we write that, guys? So I'll take the same thing for inputs here. Test. Now you want to specify the input that has the type submit. So how you write that? You open these brackets, not this one. Okay. These brackets. Write type inside equal, and open your quotes or just put submit. So now we will edit the input that has submit type. What I want in my button, I want to make it small. So I'll make the max size or max width, right? For example, 200 pixels, no, 100 pixels. Okay, I'll make its color or background to be remember this color we used for. Okay, so this is my button. Let's make it clickable. So edit cursor, the pointer. So now when I save, now you'll see the cursor changes. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, make the letters uppercase. So yeah, text transform. Text transform, uppercase. And finally letter spacing. Okay. Save. Okay, so now there is my button. Okay, Nabil, why we used this this one here? Okay, so it's to edit a value inside a tag here. This one. If you want to edit this one, okay, as you want. If you want to edit a tag name, you just write here the tag name. So by this one, I will edit if each three. If you want to edit a class name like this one, okay, you can simply just put it like there. You'll see there is error. Why? Because it's a class name. So you have to put behind it a dot. Okay, so that's how you call a class name. Okay, we have also other than classes, we have IDs. If you remember from last time, we here used beside the classes we used IDs. So how to refer to IDs? Basically this ID. Okay, I'll take copy. How to refer to ID? You put a hash before it and the name. So now I will edit everything that has the learning's ID. Now, this one here is a new one. That's a good question, Nabil. We didn't face it before. So it's a placeholder that's inside a tag, an input. It's basically a value. So this is a value inside a tag. So that's how you refer to it by using this. Just before it, put this one. And that's it really. Any question, guys? I think we finished our form here. It looks good, but now we forgot to do these. So let's do them. If is anything, is everything clear, Nabil? To you? We can use some practices on them. I'll try and focus on bringing examples. No, not for tag. The values that inside the tag. So this is a tag. The red one is a tag. Type here and placeholder are values inside a tag. Yeah. For tags, basically, you just put the tag name, like this one here, the form. I put just the tag name, nothing before it. And also the text area is a tag, so nothing before it. But form box here is a class name, so I put dot before it. Here placeholder is not a tag, it's not a class name, it's not ID. It's now you see here, it's recognizing that the input, the placeholder inside the input, because we wrote this symbol here. Okay, Leila. Okay, Nabil now. Okay. Okay, Nabil. Okay, I see you're not convinced, so I'll try to create more examples. Inshallah, next time. Okay, so now we want to edit this info. So now let's go and check our code. So now we finished our form box. Let's now see our code here, contact info box, and our boxes. Okay. So now we already defined the content from last time and its styling. Now let's do the contact info. Okay. Dot contact info, because it's a class name, I have to put dot before it. Okay, I'll give it min width. Okay, 40%, so that This one here, the font box takes 60% and this 40% of the width of my contacts. Okay, now if you finished contact info, let's do contact info box. Okay, so let me copy this. Go here, dot contact info box. So we'll just do the position to be relative, so that when we use it in the responsive design, it will not make us troubles. Now, that's much really. Now let's go to edit the box. So now assume you have many boxes, so you want to specify, I want the box that's inside, for example, my contact info box. So I'll take the same thing. Okay. Paste, and I want my boxes. Okay. Yeah. Position also relative, so that they are both together. Padding 20 pixels from the top, 0 and bottom, 0 from the left and right. And display flex, of course. So now you see the paddings here, everything is split up. Okay. Okay. Let us make the text also, because I'm on it. So we finished our box. We will do the icons, but for now, just let us finish the text and go through how to get icons for an easy way. So I'll edit the text that's inside my box. So I do that, go to the CSS file. Okay, I want the text that's inside my box. Dot texts. Okay, I want to display them in flex. Make the color white. Okay, now let's edit more. They are not good. Margin from the left. This. Font size. And let us make them like on top of each other or maybe below each other. So we used display flex. I want the flex direction to be column, right? Yeah, every single time. As we used here and here also, these are flex direction column, so that they are on top of each other. Okay. Now let's make the font weight so that everything has the same formatting, 300. Okay. Let us see now the code. Now it's good. Okay. Let us now bring the icons. I'll tell you how to do that. Okay. So let me minimize this. Okay. Okay. If you go here to Google and write font awesome. Okay. This one. Font awesome. Okay. You see in the search this one here, or anything, yani. Get started, for example, your first time. Okay. Okay, no. Let me make, yeah, I'll go to this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so now go to this one here. If you guys can't do that now, it's good if you can just see the steps. So go to setup front or CDN font awesome. Okay, you'll see this page. I'll go to start, so that's just that you can simply follow from everywhere you sign in. you'll just see here to put your email and stuff like that, but don't do that. Just go here down and download its file. So now it will be downloaded a file with all the icons you can simply choose from. So now if I open my file, you'll see it in the downloads, for example. Okay, so you'll see this one, Font Awesome here. Make it extract here, and you'll find it here. Font Awesome, free, open it. You will find all of these files. Okay, if I go to the CSS, you'll see many CSS files. We just want this one, the one called all main. Can you see, guys? Okay. Okay, Boja, I will go to the HTML now. Let's us just install the logos. So now again, you will open the Font Awesome file. You will go to the CSS file and just take the second one called all men. Okay, you will take it, copy. Okay, let us copy it. And basically you bring it to your projects directory. Okay, so where is my project directory? I put it here, DSC, my portfolio. Okay, this is my project now. Okay, I will just paste it here. So now I have all men file. We want also another one. From here, we just copy this one, web fonts or web fonts. Okay, copy and paste it also in the project directory. So now you have everything you need. Okay. Now let's go back to the code. Okay. Where's my code? This one? Okay. So Boja was saying, can you show the HTML code? Yes, of course. Okay, for text area. This is the code for text area. As you can see here. Okay, guys. Now let's go again to Font Awesome. Okay. Okay. Go to start. You have search here. Just type search for icons. You'll have now all the icons you have. Like there is free logos and others paid. So you just can select the free here. So it will show all the free icons that you want. Okay, so now we want an icon for what? For my address, an email and phone. So let's get the address first. So I'll just write the location. Okay. So now we have all the logos you can choose from. Okay, maybe we can take this. Okay, how to take it? Just click on it. Okay, it will open this this page. Okay, make it load. Now you have the icon here, and you will see here the code for it. Just click on it to copy it. So I'll copy the code and place it where inside my icon division that we did, this one here. So inside my icon, okay, I'll put the code. Okay. Okay, obviously it will not work. Why? Because we have to attach the CSS file, all main that we downloaded, to our HTML page. How we do that? Simply as we do for for all the CSS sheets. So we use the link tag to link our style sheet. We'll just write it below the title, use the link tag, and put the reference for all men. Yeah, this one, all men with CSS. This one here. Okay, now we'll save. It should work, hopefully. Okay, yeah, you'll see it here. I can see it, but it's in black, so we can change its color. Okay, so let us change its color. How we change its color? We simply could go to the CSS. Okay, where is it? The icon. Where's the icon? Yeah, the icon is inside my box. That's inside my contact info box. So it's inside the box here. Copy and paste. Okay, and dot icon. Okay, just make the color be white. Save. Now you see here the logo here, or the icon appears, and I think the steps are easy, right? Like you go to the font also. Okay. Okay, you can download from start. You can download this. You will have a file. Just take 2 files from it that we said before. Let me show you again. This file here, that one called all.min, and we want the web fonts as well. It will have, you can style the logos by themselves. So as I can show you here, the logo here is small. I want to double its size, for example. So I will just go here and write 2x, for example. I don't remember. 2x, I think. Maybe, whatever. You can increase its size basically from here as well. You can just use the font size. Make it 50 pixels, for example. Should work, hopefully. Yeah, you'll see here the icon is bigger, so you can manage its size. So it was good, I think. So let's keep like that. Okay. Let's add now for email. How we do for email? We search here email, search for icons, so you'll get all the email ones. So which one, guys, do you want? Anything email? Okay, let's use this one. Okay, I will use all black. Okay, all my icons are black because here we specified we want their color white. So yeah, it doesn't make a difference actually. Okay, I will take the code and place it on my email icon here. Save, and the icon here is now good. Now let's do a one for phone. Phone. Okay, there's the free ones. Okay, which one? Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Okay, I'll take this one. Okay, and Buja, you can also, if you want to add social media, you can search about them. Like for example, Facebook. You can find all your logos. Okay, here. Okay, but now let's us make just these three here. Okay, so I took the code. I'll place it here in my phone. Paste and save. Now my logos should be set. Now here, good. And also they are formatted well. Their size is good, the same size as my text. So yeah, that's an easy way that I know and I wanted to share with you guys. So now what else we want to do? Let me see. So what do you guys think? Very neat, like it. Okay, nice. Okay, so now let's add another division. Okay. For copyrights. Okay. So under my contact section, I'll just add a division. I'll call it copyrights. Copyrights. Okay. Simply put a paragraph. Okay. What should we say? Okay. All right, reserved and copyright. Okay. So copyright. Okay. If you want to include the copyright on, let's see. Okay, so we are writing here now. Okay, so how to include special characters? It's usually using and then its name. Its name is copy. Yeah, this one. Then a semicolon. That's the way you write for special characters. Okay. We have many special characters, but this one is for the copyrights. Okay. Copyright 2020 for GDC. Fine. Save. Now our text is now right here. Let's now edit it more. So how we do that? We go to the CSS and just use .copyright. Okay, so let's make it centered. Okay. Make the background also black, etc. So background, I want it really black. So I'll use darkest one here. Color will be white. So when we save, you'll see now white. Let us make text align. Center. It's centered. Let's make a padding by 10 pixels. So we give it space. So now here it's all good. Yes, looks clean. Okay, yeah. Okay, so basically we finished we finished the project now. We included all sections, the home, the about, learnings, and projects content, but you'll see the header is not working because we didn't do it here. Yeah, this is my header. Okay. We include a reference for the home section, about section, and learning section using the ID. Okay. So now let's add IDs to the projects and contact and put them here. Okay, so I'll go to this project. I'll add ID name called what? Projects. Anything. It doesn't have to be the same name, but you have to write it correctly in here in the header. Okay. Okay. Same thing in my contacts. I'll add an ID name called contact. Copy it and paste it here. So now everything now is good. Let me save and go here. Now they are working now. Really good. And yeah, that's our project, guys. Yeah, looks clean, Booja, yeah. Why you always using relative position? Because I really use it when creating a website. Okay, rarely. Okay, so I will tell you. Okay, so best website I search for CSS values is W3 Schools. Okay, I'll just write what I want from W3 schools. I write position, property in CSS here. Okay, so yeah, here it will give you all the values you can put in the position, what's the difference between them, and etc. Okay, so you have many values like position absolute, position relative, stuff like that. Yeah, these are all the values as you can see here and their description. So this website, I always use it when something I don't understand, I don't know. It's really organized. It has all things about HTML, CSS, really, really organized. So we have value static, okay? We have absolute, we have fixed, relative that we used, sticky, that one we used for the header. When we go down, it's sticky, means it's remaining in its position no matter what you go on the page. So it will be positioned on top of the page, okay? So it's basically saying here, the element is positioned based on the user's core position, okay? And here is examples really. So yeah, let's try an example for one, okay? So let me pick a good example. Okay, yeah, so this example includes the static, position, absolute, relative, and absolute. Okay, so let's see the difference between them together, okay? So now I have this parent, okay? One parent, second parent, third parent, and fourth parent. You will see first one is position static. Okay, let's see. The static will remain in natural flow of the page. It will not act as an anchor point. So basically the static here, it will be in its same position. If you scroll down and anything, it will not go with you. Okay. Now the relative will remain in natural view. It also acts as anchor, absolutely positioned, child to element. Okay. So you'll see here the difference. It's explaining the difference between relative and absolute. So this child here is an absolute position. So it will be in a fixed position, but relative to its parent. So it will not go out of its parent. It will remain inside its parent. But if the parent moves or go anywhere else, it will be inside the parent. So the absolute is like the relative. I mean, it's like the static, but it's relative to its parent. Okay, so this will not change its size, but based on its parent. So if the parent goes here, you will see the absolute goes with it. Now you can see here the fixed position here. Let me minimize this. Okay. Okay. You will see the fixed one is actually in fixed position, no matter what you go. Okay. So if we minimize this more, you will see the fix is with us, but everything is disappearing, right? Okay. So this is the difference between fixed and relative. And you in W3 schools, you actually can edit this code and run it. You see the changes by yourself. And we here have a parent positioned absolute. Okay, so it will remain in the same position. Okay, etc. Yani. Okay. Me too. I first learned from this website. It's really clear explanation examples. Yeah, I agree with Layla. I mean, I know their functionality, but I just don't know what is their role in our website. Yeah, if you understand. Okay. Let's see our website. Okay, let's go to any one of them. Let's go to the header, for example. Okay, so the header here is position fixed. Okay, so you see here It's fixed. Okay, let's go to another position value. Okay, the UL now is relative. Okay, so now what's the list? It's this list right here, these lists. Okay, so relative, let me go through the explanation again. Okay, so relative is the element position relative to its normal position. Okay. Okay. So now here, it's this list is positioned inside my header, right? So as you can see here, it's relative to the header. Whenever I go down or go up, you will see its position will be the same position relative to the header. Okay. I think there's nothing, a difference. If we make it, for example, let's change it. Let's change these three. Make it, for example, absolute. I really never tried to use absolute. I just go with relative naturally. So I just, if I don't know anything, I just edit. So you see. Okay, so now the absolute doesn't care about the flex display. It doesn't display in flex. Okay, let me make them back again. Save, I'll show you. So let's edit this one, absolute. Save, you see the change. Now they don't care about the flex property because they positioned. You can't edit basically. Okay, so the element positioned relative to its first position. Okay. But the difference for relative is you can see here, you can put your location, your editing freely as you want, unlike the absolute. So yeah, remember, so the difference between absolute and relative is absolute is positioned relative to its first position, and relative you can use and you can change its position, make it relative to its parent, etc. Okay, yeah, Doom architecture. Actually, I'm not experienced with Doom. Okay, because I just use flex to header and use justify content and line items, but never use relative position. Okay. So you mean we can just delete it? You mean that, Yani? We can delete it and it will work fine? Yeah, maybe. We save this one. Yeah, it works fine. Let me remove it from here as well. From here as well. Save. Yeah, it works really good. Okay. So the relative position is the default one. So if you didn't set anything, it will be relative, I think, or static. That's really good point. We can simply remove them. But I generally use relative so that I can maybe if we use more positioning stuff like left and right. Yeah, that's really it. It's nothing a difference, but yeah, we actually good question. I know it now. And everything that we face, everything that I don't understand, I just go to search it. And yeah, there's no shame on that. Everything that you face, you don't know, just go and search about it. That's really fine. Okay, that's why I asked the role, yeah, because it's remove them. So you can see the roles for the last time. Okay, the website is still working right. Yeah, if we remove them, It's nothing a difference. By the way, thank you for insights, Aman. Yeah, no problem. I'm here. Yeah, see, I'm learning as well new stuff that I didn't know. Yeah, I knew the description, I knew everything, but actually I didn't try new values. Like for example, when I said I use always relative so that I can change the position on itself. It's really positioned relative by default. Okay. Where is the mouse? Just okay. What's the effect when you scroll? The images come one by one in single page. I didn't understand your question. Divanchi, if I pronounce your name correct. Can you see the question again? Pooja, I feel it's safe zone. We learn everything. Yeah. We just said before GDC. It's only aimed just we learn together new stuff, and that's it really. It's my first time, and I'm so happy that committed to it. Yeah, thank you, Pooja. Thank you, everyone. I think we finished now the project, but I don't want to bring you the bad news because I think it's not complete at all. As you can see here, I'm really proud of it. But as you can see here, when we go to mobile font size, you'll see everything starting to mess up a little. We want to edit that, like you'll see for iPhone X, for example, you see the image here, and we want to modify it more. So that's the role for responsive design. As you can see here, the header, notice the header. Now when it's in this size, I can access the home and about learnings, but I can't actually go to the other header elements. So we want to do, when it's in the form size, we want to add an icon here for the header. When it's clicked, it will show in a list my pages, and we will do that in the responsive design. But now I think we have 1 hour, 30 minutes. I think it's good for today. I don't want to take much of time because we will redesign the project, but in mobile device size. So yeah, maybe we'll do it in a 1 hour session next time or anything if you want, guys. And I will share also the recording so that everyone knows about it. Okay, guys, let me see the chat. It's not responsive, right? Yeah, it's not responsive for that, but we can use media queries for that. It will be easy, but it will take just time. And next time we will see how to think about responsive designs, how to, yeah. Okay, so Divanchi asking about how to set animations, transition on the images when we scroll the page. Okay, so the animations we can, we will leave it for another topic. We can use frameworks that makes your life easier. But right now, what we use here is just a CSS value property called transition. Okay, if you see it here, it's transition here. We set it to 0.5 seconds. That's the make animation time for stuff to change by a time you set. So I can set here 1.5 seconds. So when I save, so the header now, you can see here the header. When I scroll, it will take more time. It will take 1 second, 0.5 to change its state, right? But when we go again and make the time like 0.5 seconds, you will see it's much faster to do the animation. It will take just 0.5 seconds. Okay, so that's the property again called transition, and you put your time here. Okay, and also there's one thing that we did last time when you click on the home, for example, about stuff, you see it's a little bit of animations. So we used in the top here this we discussed this last time, the scroll behavior. Okay, set it to smooth. It has many values. It has many values. We used smooth. It will make it smoother. Like if we remove it, for example, and save, you will see it's just transitioning with no time. But yeah, let's keep it. That's our session today, guys. Inshallah, next time we'll do the responsive design.